Welcome to my review of my first week in Pokémon Sleep. I will show you day 2 till day 7. If you want to see my first day in Pokémon Sleep, you can check out the eye, and there you will find the video of the first day. Now we can focus on the second day of my adventure. You can see in the background my sleep grave. And I think it will be no surprise if we get the sleep type snoozing type, because I had over 80% of snoozing, and there is the snoozing type with Rattata and Charmander. Now it's time to see how much Dusty power we get from Relaxo and how much Pokemon we will see in this session. We got over 100,000 points. And with this points we'll see 3 different Pokemon. They don't have to be different, maybe we get 3 times the same Pokemon. And 2 of them are Rattata, and for a moment I thought we'll get 3 Rattatas. But one of them was not a Rattata, it was a Diglett. We are taking a picture of the first white living Rattata we see, and it sleeps in the face scratching sleep, the face scratching position. We get this in our Pokédex, in our Poké Sleepy Dex, and I think the other Rattata was in the same position, so we only will get some XP. We will take, of course, still a picture of this Rattata. I don't know how I do a picture of him. And then we get to the Diglett, which is also new for us. We haven't seen one in the wild till now. And for this reason, this is also a new position. It's the underground sleep. I think Professor Neroli will be proud of us for our first, no, it's not our first pictures. We have already one session with him, but this is the first session we have done alone. And there he is already, Professor Neroli. Today he wants us to show us again a new lecture, but this lecture will be about the Master Biscuit. And if the Master Biscuit works like in the other games it's a Master Ball, but if the Master Biscuit, Master Ball works like in the games, we will shoot every Pokemon once we use these items, I guess. And in the shop it costs 4,000 of the sleep points, and there one Poké Biscuit costs I think 150, and a Super Biscuit 600, so 4,000 is a new level in the shop, of course. And Rotom says already, yes, you can catch every Pokemon directly. And now this Diglett is our Diglett. I think it was a good option to use the Diglett. If you get 2 Rattatas and 1 Diglett, it seems like the Diglett is rarer than the Rattatas. We have still our bonus biscuit. And yes, that's all we have at the moment, 1 bonus biscuit. With this biscuit I don't think we can catch something, so I think we will quit these sections. But we have to use this Master Biscuit, this bonus biscuit. We give it random to one of the Rattatas, and now one Rattata has 3 out of 5 points. And this was our first session without the help of Professor Neroli. Get some XP and some dream shots, and we'll go back to our Relaxo. But before we get back to Relaxo, we'll see our Diglett. It's a female Diglett. Get some XP and some health for our Pokemon, some berries to to get the Relaxo up to new strength level. And now it's time for cooking. We have to do the auto cooking, some milk and apples, and we will get a dish strength from 1447, and our simply counter makes a level up. And so the next time we're cooking this meal, it should get even stronger, so Relaxo can get even stronger. I think this tastes good. I think so, because Relaxo is now at level 4, basic level 4. And we can now get more species of Pokemon. And here is the second section. I forgot to put my phone on the charger while I was asleep, so we get less than 2 hours. But luckily we get 2 out of 6 hours. What is better than 0 hours recorded? And now we will see our drowsy power of Relaxo. And it is again a new record, close to the 400,000. We need the next time 12,000 more to get the 400,000 points. But now we get again a face scratching Rattata. But the next Pokemon is new. It's a Caterpie and his Pokémon Sleep. And of course we'll get a new Pokédex entry. And I have to check out if it's called only Pokédex or it's a Poké Sleep Dex. Because you get also the sleep positions of the Pokemon, but now we'll see the Hondoostra and his Hodling Sleep, and this will be also our new Poké Sleep Dex entry. And it's a nice Hondoostra. I like this sleep position, but we don't have any items. You get only once a day the bonus cookie, and not after every sleeping section. But with this sleeping section we will get to level 2, and now we have 1 Poke Biscuit with this. I don't know really what we want to catch. And now we are ready for the next day. Good morning, it's Thursday. And the night was short, less than 4 hours of sleep, but I will go to sleep again for a second time. We get the balance type, and again the drowsy power thing, it should be a new record. And it's over 800,000 points, which means we can already see a face scratching Rattata, and also our new Wobbuffet, which is our first Wobbuffet, and it's the tile hiding sleep. It's our first Psycho Pokemon that we see in this game, and from this we go to the little purple snake that you will know under the name Agnes. And the Agnes is also new, and it's the coiled sleep. And we will have to feed one of these Pokemons. And I think we will go to the Rattata. At this moment we have only 2 Pokemons. And with the Rattata we will have 3 helper Pokemons. And then our Relaxo can get more berries to eat and will get even stronger. And then I hope we can collect even more cooler Pokemon and see better than this basic Rattata every time we go to sleep. The berry is also good the Rattata get us, because Relaxo gets the double amount of power with this. But now it's time for some breakfast. So we get to the cooking section where we have still to do the auto cooking, and it's tomato, apple and milk, and with this combination we get the fancy apple curry. I hope Relaxo will love this kind of meal. But after the meal we are done and I can prepare for my next nap in some hours. Oh, it seems like I forgot to change the language again to English. I think you can listen to this that I'm not a native English speaker. I'm from Germany and I want to read something again to make sure I got it to 100%. I think you like the German words, because with the German words we get a power level over 1.5 millions, and it's a new record where we double our old record. Now we get again a Diglett in the underground pose. Oh, that's interesting. We got in the Strike pose a Larvitar. Larvitar has in the German and in the English anime and Pokemon games the same name. I think there are not so many Pokemon that share the German and the English name. I think Larvitar is a cool Pokemon, but now we go to the next Pokemon. It's a Charmander, in German Glumanda. And Glumanda is one of my favorite Pokemon, but it's the second sleep section for Thursday, so we can give our bonus biscuit to Charmander or to Larvitar. The last Pokemon is Arcani, which you know under the name Growlithe, and it's the second fire Pokemon in this sleep section. I think Growlithe would also be cool to have in our team, but it's not time yet. We have only one Pokebiscuit, and with this you can catch nothing, and you will see us on Friday again. Today it will be a little strange because of my 2 sleep sections yesterday. I could only start my first sleep section after 4 AM, and I want to go earlier to bed, so I sleep already 2 or 3 hours before I get this nap of 2 or 3 hours. And you can see at the end it was a lot of dozing, and I don't know if I was really dozing or already awake and was just chilling in my bed. But you can see the first Pokemon. It's now our second Pokemon. And yes, because the sleep score will be very low for Friday, I will try to get again to bed after being for 2-3 hours awake. And here you can see the second picture of a wonderful Bellsprout. And now we are at our frog Pokemon, which is a Krakang in his living sleep. I would find it cooler when there's grab a name instead of sleep position, because yeah, it's also makes sense, but it's hard for me to describe this then as a non-English speaking person. And we have 2 Pokebiscuits, we'll get this Krakang, and then our team will be nearly complete. and our Relaxo can get then really strong with the berries that our Pokemon collect for us. Take this Poke Biscuit and you will have the max friendship level, my friend. +1 for +1 is 5. And this means max friendship and level 3 for our Pokémon Sleep account. Here's our Krokang. I hope you will enjoy your journey with me as your trainer, and good night. So we're here again for the second sleep section. 5 hours and 11 minutes. I wasn't very sleepy anymore and it seems very balanced for me. I think we'll get again the balance. No, it's a dozing type. Okay, I don't have the feeling like it was a lot of dozing, but maybe because it's not that easy to get dozing type Pokemon. It's when you are like 10% dozing time or something like this that you get directly the dozing type. There's again a Gokang, a Bellsprout, and then we can continue with the Caterpie, a nice bug Pokemon with is also R2 star sleep position. It's the Derby-headed sleep. This seems really tough to sleep like this. Imagine your head drops all time when you sleep. I think this sleep position seems way more relaxing than the first, and an Endivia, which is also a new Pokemon. It's the Leaf Thrilling Sleep, and it's not Endivia in English, I see. It's called in English Chikorita, in German it's Endivia. It's the second section, and now I learned hungry Pokemon can get directly your friend, but we get only a multiplier from 3, and so Chikorilla will not be in our team. It would be very cool, but Chikorilla said no, I'm not that hungry. Now it's time for Saturday, and this seems like a dozing type. Yes, is the snoozing type, not dozing type. Dozing were the yellow one, and the graph has a lot of snoozing points, and we get this time close to 3.5 millions. Rosy power, we get our first Pikachu in this with a sleep position. We already have a Pikachu, but we don't know it sleeps in the curled up sleep. And then we can continue with one of the 2 Rattatas. We get a lot of Rattatas when we're sleeping, especially I think in the snoozing type there are a lot of Rattatas. Makes sense, the 1-star position is there, and it's the first female version of Wobbuffet, with has also 2 stars here, and we have 2 positions of Wobbuffet. Nice. So the question is now which Pokemon we will catch or try to catch, and we go for the Growlithe, and we will also get enough points for max friendship level. I don't really get why we got this bonus, but I say thank you Growlithe for being so friendly and become to our Pokemon. It's our first fire type Pokemon, and so I hope we will get some new items out of this. which you can also use for cooking them. And we will cook again some curry, but this time it's chowder. What was the name of the chowder? It was the simply chowder. This was very simple, but now we can go to sleep again after Relaxo eat his delicious meal. And here is the second section for Saturday, and this seems like the dark blue category. His name was Stammering Type, and I am correct, but I think the record of the Dorsey power will not break. Very obvious, but we get a lot of points, over 1 million. The first sections with 8 hours of sleep or something like this, we had struggled to reach 1 million. There is our first non-gender Pokemon. It's a Magnemeter, I guess. I don't know how you spell this Pokemon. And there is a Fluffaloof, but for the English speaker it's a Eaglepuff. And for some seconds I thought this was a shiny, but I think the shiny version is dark. I guess it's darker than the normal Eaglepuff. And there is a Geodude and the Larvitar we already have in our Pokédex. But again, we don't have the cookies to feed this Larvitar. Because I want a Larvitar in our team. It would be the first dark type Pokemon. But we still complete our mission. We have 20 different styles of Pokemon, and therefore the professor has to say something to us. He is proud of us on why we was discovering the green grass isle. We can now go to the Siam beach, and there is finally a Psyduck, and I can say finally, let's go. So we'll see us on Sunday again, the last day on the green grass isle, and then we will change the location. It's Sunday, the last day of the week, so it's the last day with this Snorlax. And then we will get our new Snorlax. It was great with the first Snorlax we get for our first week, but it wasn't even a whole week, and we get 5.5 million Drowsy power, new record. I think we will need till next Friday or even Saturday to reach this, and we get our first evolved Pokemon, and it's our Charmeleon, the evolution of Charmander. Can get a Charizard wild. This would be also very wild. Then the Diglett underground, the Rattata scratching. Oh, and there is a new Pokemon for us, the Cubone. I think also a very cool Pokemon, but with a really bad backstory. And we get the 2-star form before the 1-star form. Then there is again a Diglett in the underground form, and a Fleckmon, I think better known for you as a Slowpoke. And this is also new in the Snowed Sleep. I had the feeling I want to say something else, but now I have forgot what I want to say. Oh, the Charmeleon is also hungry. Maybe we can get it, even if we got only the multiplier 3, then we would throw a Poke Biscuit on it, yeah, on the multiplier, and then we will catch it. Or wait, you need 12 points for an evolution. We only have 2 Poke Biscuits. We need 3. Okay, it's not enough. It's break my heart, but we have to finish this section. As consolation, we get a level up. We are now level 5. And there is now the Super Biscuit. With this biscuit we could have catch the Chameleon. I'm not sure anymore if this was a consolation or the game wants to prank us. And the professor laughs at us now. Now he says we get a Iceland bonus for next time we get there. And it's time to leave the Iceland and to visit the next place. Take care, Snorlax. Thank you for a great week of Snowy studies. Bye bye, Relaxo. Oh, Snorlax, Relaxo's the German name. I hope I don't have said too often Relaxo in the last week. And there are some review stats. The berries seem very strong and we get only an F tier. Okay, when you see when I go to bed, it seems really random and with no structure. I think this doesn't seem very healthy. I will try the next week to do, I think, only 1 sleep sections. It's also better to coordinate them. Oh, there's another Iceland. It's better to coordinate them when you sleep one time, because I had a problem with 2 sleeps a day that I can't start before the first sleep section is past in 24 hours, which means I had to wait till I can go to bed so I can record my sleep, and then I had also to wake up early. Thank you for watching. You see, I decided for the Sion beach, and if you want to see what happened at the Sion beach, you have to follow. Goodbye.